one of the very important form of energy that is called electric energy and radioactivity phenomena. We will start with lesson 1, which talk about the physical properties of electric current. What are the objectives which we would learn from this lesson? Objective number 1, we must know the importance of electricity. So identify the importance of electricity. Number 2, identify the physical properties of electric current. We will talk about one of the very important physical properties of electric current, which is called electric current intensity. And we will solve some problems about electric intensity. Let's start. First part of this lesson, we must talk about importance of electricity. What is the importance of electricity? In the old years, we didn't use electricity, but now we can use electricity. So electricity is very important for us. Why? Because electricity can be used in many purposes. What are these? Number 1, electricity can be used in lighting cities, lighting factors. So electricity plays an important role in our daily life. Why? Number 1, because it is used for lighting factors and the cities, houses, and so on. Number 2, we use electricity for operation electric devices such as electric machine, such as washing machine, electric fan, television, mobile phone, computer. All of these devices run with electricity. So from this point we know that electricity, it is a form of energy that is very important to us because we can use it in number 1, lighting factors and cities. Number 2, operation electric devices. Second, we will talk about electric circuit. What are the components of electric circuit? Electric circuit in front of you consists of 4 components. Where is the battery in this figure? That is the battery. This cell or this electric circuit consists of 3 cells. Okay, so they are called battery. The number 1. What is the function of battery in the electric circuit? The battery is a source of electricity, so it is very important to generate or to produce electric energy, which we can use it to light the electric lamp as you show in the figure. Okay, this means that battery is a source of electricity, so without it we can't perform the electric circuit in front of you. Number 2, or the second component, electric wires. Electric wires, they are the wires that are made of copper and they are used for connecting the component of electric circuit. All component of electric circuit as battery, lamp, and switch can be connected with electric wires. Number 3, key or switch. A key is very important in the electric circuit because it is used to control opening or closing the electric circuit. The last one, electric lamp. Electric lamp, it is an indicator to know if the electricity passes through the wires or not. From this we can conclude that there are many components of electric circuit. One of them is called the battery. Number 2, electric wires. Number 3, key. Number 4, electric lamp. How can we represent all of these in the electric circuit? A lamp can be represented by this shape or can be represented by this shape. Pay attention with me. A lamp can be represented by two straight line and circle and connected in the electric circuit. Okay. طيب الباتري can be represented by two straight line. One of them is short and the other is tall. The short represent negative pole. The tall represents positive pole of the battery as shown in the figure. Okay. يبقى أنا هنا فهمت الباتري can be represented by two straight lines. Electric wires can be represented by a straight line. يبقى ده الواير. Electric wire. Key can be represented by two sphere or two balls as you say in front of you. Electric lamp شفناها. الباتري شفناها. Electric wires. key. All of these components are found in the electric circuit. لو أنا عايز أرسم يبقى أنا كده الباتري آدي الكي آدي الواير وآدي اللامب. تمام. يبقى the component of electric circuit 4 components: battery, electric wires, key, electric lamp. Each one of them is very important in electric circuit as battery is a source of electricity. Electric wires connect the component of electricity or of electric circuit. Key control opening and closing electric circuit. Electric lamp as indicator. By it we can know if electricity passes through the electric wires or not. Now we'll talk about another part. Yes, how is electric current generated? We know that element can be classified into, yes, metal and non-metal. Which of them is good conductor of electricity? Metals are good conductor of electricity. What is the behavior of metal during the chemical reaction? It loses electron. Pay attention with me in this figure. An atom consists of nucleus and there are many energy levels rotate around the nucleus. A nucleus has positive charge of proton and neutrons. Okay. So the charge of nucleus is positive charge. But there are many electrons which have negative charge revolve around the nucleus in energy level. These electrons have negative charge and proton have positive charge. Both of them are equal, so the atom is neutrally charged. تمام? Yes. But what happens during the chemical reaction for metals as magnesium or sodium or aluminum? All of these metals lose electron and change into positive ion. Which of them can be used to form electric current? Any conductor as copper or aluminum. Copper loses electrons during the chemical reaction. So the electron produced from this chemical reaction can move through the conductor and making flow of negative electric charges. The flow of electric charges represent electric current or electricity. Again, how is electric current generated? We know that atom has protons in the nucleus, while the electrons revolve around it in the outer orbits, affected by an attraction force. Where is the attraction force? The attraction force between positive proton and the negative electrons. This force appears as a result of a change in the electric charges because proton is positive and electron is negative. So there is attraction force between them. In the presence of an outer attraction force, other atoms or positive charges, the electrons will leave the atom and move in wires. الالكترونز دي هتبدأ تعمل loading by the metal and move through the conductors, creating electric current. يبقى where is the electric current is produced? يبقى from the charges or negative charges come from metals. Yes. So electric current as what? As the flow of electric charges through the conductors. طيب يبقى the flow of electric negative charges in the conducting substance or in the conductors, that is the meaning of electric current. That is the meaning of electric current. يبقى again, where is electric current is generated? From the electrons which is lost by metal when another atom gets close to it. So some electrons leave the atom and move through the conductor, causing the flow of electric charges, which is called electric current. Yes. As you see in the figure, it is a conductor. A conductor made of copper or aluminum. الكبر والألمنيوم are metal. So they lose electron. تمام? And this electron move from place to another place causes what? Yes, electric current or flow of electric charges. يبقى the electrons passing in electric wire causes electric current. Again, what is the meaning of electric current? It is the flow of charges in the conductor. Now we will talk about the second part of the title of this lesson, which is called Physical Properties of the Electric Current. What is the difference between physical properties or chemical properties? Physical properties means the outer properties of the current, while or of the thing, while the chemical properties means the properties come from things when we deal with it. But when we talk about the chemical properties means the chemical reaction. But now we will talk about physical properties. Okay. Physical properties can be classified into number 1, electric current intensity, number 2, electric potential difference, number 3, electric resistance. In this part of lesson, we talk about the first physical property of electric current, that is called electric current intensity. Let's start. What is the meaning of intensity? In previous part of this lesson, we talk about some of the physical properties of the electricity. In previous year, we talked about properties of sound and light as energy. One of them is called light intensity. What is the meaning of light intensity? Light intensity means the amount of light falling on unit area. For example, my room needs 2 lamps to be lighted. So, the amount of light falling in unit area is suitable for lightening this room. This means that intensity can be measured by the amount of light that falls on unit area in the room. We make a similarities between light intensity and electric current intensity. Electric current intensity means the quantity of electric charges flowing through cross-section of the conductor in 1 second. Be attention with me. When we have 2 conductors, as you see in front of you, one of them contains many electric charges. For example, 10 electric charges is measured by coulomb. We can know the quantity of the charges measuring unit after a period of time. يبقى أنا هنا the first conductor contains 10 coulombs. The second contains 20. Which of them has a great amount of charges? Yes, second conductors. This means that the quantity of electric charges flow through the conductor or cross section. Cross section means a piece of wires or a length of wires. For example, 1 meter of electric wires, 2 meters of electric wires. That is the meaning of cross section of the conductor. The amount of charges passing through it must be calculated in unit time, اللي هي mean 1 second. So, electric current intensity can be measured by quantity of electric charges flowing through the conductor in 1 second. When the electric charges flow in this conductor, which is called 10 in 1 second, and in the second conductor 20 in 1 second, this means that the electric current intensity of the second conductor is greater than the electric current intensity of the first conductor. Again, the electric current intensity can be defined as quantity of electric charges through cross-section of the conductor in 1 second. Be attention. Mathematical relation that represent the electric current intensity. Current intensity I equal Q over T. I refer or represents electric current intensity. Quantity of a charge can be represented by Q. Time can be represented by T. T capital or T small. And what is the difference between them? You know that can be represented by T small because T small refers to total time, while T capital refers to what? Periodic time. In this case, we talk about total time, not periodic time. Again, electric current intensity, which is represented by I letter, equal quantity of a charge, which is represented by Q, divided time taken by it, can be represented by T small. What is the measuring unit of each of them? The electric current intensity can be measured by ampere. The measuring unit of electric current intensity ampere related to scientist ampere. The quantity of charges can be represented by coulomb. A time can be measured with second. From this we can conclude that ampere equal coulomb per second. يبقى أنا عندي الأمبير equal coulomb per second. Because in the exam we can ask you about the equivalent measuring unit for the same physical quantity. For example, write the equivalent measuring unit of electric current intensity. The electric current intensity can be measured by two measuring units until now. One of them is called ampere and the other is called coulomb per second. This means that ampere equal coulomb per second. Yes, electric current intensity has two measuring units. One of them is called current ampere and the other is called coulomb per second. Pay attention. Right. What happens when increasing quantity of a charge? أنا هنا عندي two relation. Electric current intensity has direct relation with quantity of its charges and has indirect relation with time. What does this mean? By increasing the quantity of its charges, the electric current intensity, as in the example, when the electric charges equal 10 that pass in 1 second in the first conductor, and the electric charges which equal 20 coulomb passing through the second conductor in 1 second, which of them has biggest electric current or bigger the electric current intensity? Yes, conductor number 2, which contains 20 coulomb. Yes, why? Because by increasing the electric charges, the electric current intensity increases. Right. What is the relation between electric current intensity and the time? When the time increases, the electric current intensity decreases. This means that the passing of electric current is slow during the A or inside the conductors. Right. In this part, we must ask you one question. What happens when increasing quantity of charges to double? What will happen to electric current intensity? أسمع إجابتكم. ها. Yes. Yes. محدش جاوب. فين الإجابات؟ What happens to electric current intensity when electric charges increases to double? Yes? There is no answer. Type. When electric charges increases to double, so electric current intensity increase to double. What will happen to the electric current intensity by increasing the time to double? The electric current intensity decrease to half. What happens when increasing quantity of a charge to double and decreasing the time into its half? The electric current intensity becomes 4 times. Okay? Yes. From this law, we know that there is a direct relation between electric current intensity and the quantity of a charge. And there is another indirect relation between current intensity and the time. What happens when increasing quantity of charges passing through conductor electric current intensity increases. Now we will ask you about the measuring unit of electric current intensity. Electric current intensity can be measured by ampere. Ampere can be defined as what? We know the law. I equal Q over T. electric current intensity, can be measured by ampere. And ampere can be defined by the physical quantity which it is used to measure it. How? Ampere can be defined by the electric current intensity. We can define ampere from the law. Ampere is electric current intensity. Why? Ampere is defined by this physical quantity because it is used to measure it. يبقى ampere is electric current intensity passing through electric circuit when the quantity of a charge equal 1 coulomb passing through any cross-section area of the conductor in 1 second. This means that 1 ampere equal 1 coulomb per second. Again, ampere can be defined by electric current intensity passing through the circuit or the cross-section area as when the time equal 1 second. What is the definition of coulomb? A coulomb is a measuring unit of electric current intensity or quantity of charges. Quantity of charges. So it can be defined by quantity of charges because it is used to measure it. A coulomb is quantity of a charge transferred by constant current intensity equal 1 ampere in time equal 1 second. يبقى أنا عرفت الكولوم بمين؟ بالأمبير بالسكند. يبقى تاني الكولوم quantity of a charges transferred by current intensity equal 1 ampere in 1 second. يبقى احنا هنا عرفنا حاجتين: measuring unit electric current intensity وال measuring unit of quantity of a charges. الأمبير اتعرف بالفيزيكال كوانتيتي اللي بيقيسها اللي هي الإلكتريك كارنت intensity passing through the electric circuit when quantity of charges equal 1 coulomb passing through the cross section of the conductor in 1 second. الكولوم quantity of charge transferred by constant current 1 ampere in 1 second. Now we must know the device that is used to measure the electric current intensity. Electric current intensity can be measured by a device that is called ammeter. Ammeter in front of you, yes, this figure represents the structure of ammeter. Ammeter is used to measure the electric current intensity and it can be represented by circle with letter A. Yes, in the electric circuit. How can you connect ammeter in electric circuit? هوصله ازاي? How can you connect it through the electric circuit? We have two ways to connect component of electric circuit. One of them is series connection and the other is parallel connection. Right. How can we connect ammeter in electric circuit? How is the ammeter connected and why? Can be connected in series connection. Where is the ammeter in the electric circuit? That is the ammeter. which can be represented by circle contains letter capital letter A. الكي, الwires, battery, all component. Ammeter in this case is used to measure the electric current intensity passing through the two poles of the battery, from the positive pole to the negative pole. That is the direction of electric charges passing through this electric circuit. This way is called series connection. Ammeter is connected in series connection. Why? Why ammeter is found in the electric circuit? To measure electric current intensity. You know the way of connection, and we know the function of ammeter in the electric circuit. Its function to measure electric current intensity. Way in series connection. Now we will solve an example on the electric current intensity. In this example, calculate the electric current intensity due to the flow of 5,400 coulomb in 5 minutes through cross-section of conductor. First, we must write the given information. What is the given in the problem? Calculate the electric current intensity. This means that electric current intensity is unknown. We must find it. Flow of 5,400 coulomb, it is the quantity of a charge. This means that Q equal 5,400 coulomb. Flow through the conductor in 5 minutes, that is the time taken by the electric charges to flow through the conductor. But we must measure the time in seconds, not in minutes. So we must change the time from minute to second. How? By multiplying 60. Time equal 5 minutes by 60 equal 300 seconds. Second step of this problem, we write the law. Electric current intensity equal quantity of charges over time. Quantity of charges equal 5,400. Time taken by electric charges equal 300. So 5,400 divided 3,000 equal 18 ampere. That is the solving of the problem. Again, يبقى في الexample هنا عندي we must know the electric current intensity, and you have quantity of charges and the time taken by them to flow through the conductor. Now we will ask you some question in this part. Let's start. برافو يا دعاء، حليتي المسألة، برافو. أهلا يا دعاء وأهلا يا روان، وفي أحمد وفي محمد، أهلا بيكم. نسيت أرحب بيكم في أول الحلقة. طيب السؤال اللي قدامي ده ال first question. Complete the following sentences. The current intensity flowing through conductor is space proportional to space. This means that this question asks you about the relation between electric current intensity and other physical quantity. Electric current intensity has two relations. One of them is direct and the other is indirect. A direct relation with quantity of charges, while the indirect relation between the time. So the correct answer of this question, where is your answer? Yes, yes, دعاء. Excellent. directly proportional to quantity of its charges. يبقى أنا عندي first space, yes, we write quantity of its charge, direct. Second, we write quantity of its charges. Second question. The unit space is used to measure current intensity, is known as, I ask you in this part about the unit which is used to measure current intensity. Yes. Coulomb per second. The coulomb per second can be defined as ampere. يبقى the unit coulomb per second is used to measure the current intensity, which is known as ampere. Another one. The question in front of you shows the correct answer for each of the following statements. The ammeter is used to measure space in the electric circuit. What is the function of ammeter in the electric circuit? It has only one function. It is used to measure what? Electric current intensity or potential difference or resistance. Yes, can be used to measure electric current intensity. Question number 2, and choose the correct answer. The unit of the measuring the current intensity is, I ask you in this question about the measuring unit that is used to measure electric current intensity, which is called ampere. When you have ampere and the coulomb per second, this means that both of them are correct. So the correct answer is ampere. Another problem. Find the quantity of charges that flow in a wire when an electric current of intensity equal 18 ampere passes for 7 minutes through these wires. You know the first step to solve this problem. Number 1, or the first step, we must write the given information. What is the given information? Yes, given information, electric current intensity equal 18. A time taken by it equal 7 minutes. I ask you about quantity of charges. First, we must change the time from minute to second. So, time equal 7 by what? By 60. Yes, equal 420. Yes, in first step, you change the time from minute into second. Second step, quantity of a charge equal electric current intensity multiply time. Type electric current intensity equal 18. A time equal 420. The product equal 7560 coulomb. يبقى ال quantity of the charges equal 7560 coulomb. Yes. We talk now about some point. One of them, we talk about importance of electricity. Number 2, we talked about physical properties of electric current. The last one, we talk about electric current intensity. In this part, we talk about the first physical quantity, which is called the electric current intensity. In the next part of this lesson, we talk about potential difference, and the last one, electric resistance. At the end of this period, we must answer your question on the chat. some of you asked me about the part of last lesson. Rawan asked me. كان عندي السؤال بتاعي او اللي روان بتسأل عليه الجزئية بتاعت الكاتاليست changes the speed of the reaction but doesn't affect its beginning or its stopping. الكاتاليست can't determine the time taken to finish the chemical reaction, but it will increase the speed of the chemical reaction, but we can't know if this chemical reaction takes 2 minutes, 4 minutes, 1 minute. So catalyst, it changes the speed of the chemical reaction but doesn't affect where is the chemical reaction will start and when the chemical reaction will end. Do you understand me, Rawan? Yes. Another question. B هنا ليه هتبقى إجابتها C؟ السؤال المفروض في نفس كمية الغاز، هي بس بتختلف. طبعا أنا مش قدامي السؤال مش قدامي السؤال خالص يا روان، معلش. دعاء بتسألني هو أنا ينفع أعمل امتحان إلكتروني؟ إن شاء الله بإذن الله هعمل لكم حاضر على يونت 1. أنا مش شايفة أسئلة تاني. حاضر يا دعاء، سألتيني السؤال ده تاني وأنا جاوبت أهو. مفيش مشكلة يا روان، بتقولي طبعا. المهم إن أنت تكوني فهمتي الجزء اللي أنا كنت عايزة تفهميه. تمام. ولو في أسئلة تاني مفيش مشكلة خالص، برضو بعتولي، أنا شايفة الشات بتاعكم. تمام يا شباب. طبعا في نهاية حلقتنا هقول لكم peace be upon you برضو. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته، وتصبحوا على خير. بشكر بناتي وأبنائي اللي قاعدين معانا واللي حاضرين الليسون بتاعنا. يا رب نكون فهمنا، وإن شاء الله هنكمل بقية ليسون 1 المرة اللي جاية والمرة اللي بعدها بإذن الله.